right?
You still have time. What are you doing? You need to save her.
Prepare to discover the creepy nightmares you missed. These 10 terrifying horror movies slipped under the radar, but they're some of the scariest ever made. From skin-crawling tension to relentless dread, these hidden gems will haunt you long after the screen goes black. Number 10. The Poughkeepsie Tapes. Unearthed from a suburban home in Poughkeepsie, New York, hundreds of videotapes reveal a harrowing trail of abduction, torture, and murder. What unfolds is a faux documentary nightmare, stitched together through interviews, found footage, and police testimony, all tracing the steps of a disturbingly methodical serial killer. Directed by John Eric Dowdle, this film blurs the line between fiction and reality with such uncanny precision. It feels like watching pure evil incarnate. Its grainy VHS aesthetic and emotionless documentation of violence gnaw at your nerves long after the credits roll. Number 9. The Devil's Rock.
I curse thee into the depths of the bottomless pit!
On the eve of D-Day, 2 New Zealand commandos infiltrate a Nazi stronghold on the Channel Islands, only to uncover something far darker than military secrets. Beneath the fortress, they find evidence of occult rituals and a demonic entity summoned by the Third Reich to turn the tide of war. Directed by Paul Campion, The Devil's Rock mixes historical horror with claustrophobic dread. Trapping viewers in blood-soaked corridors where bullets mean little against hellspawn, it's a tale of war-torn paranoia and forbidden power anchored by a devilishly seductive evil that plays mind games as deadly as any weapon. Number 8. The Blackcoats Daughter. Winter blankets a remote Catholic boarding school as 2 girls, Kat and Rose, are left behind during break. But the silence becomes sinister when eerie whispers echo through the empty halls and Kat begins to unravel, drawn toward an unseen presence. Directed by Oz Perkins, The Blackcoats Daughter drips with icy dread, unraveling its tale through fragmented timelines and whispered madness. Its slow-burning pace lulls you into a trance, only to pounce with moments of shocking violence and chilling possession. A somber atmosphere hangs like a shroud, amplified by a haunting score that seems to seep from the shadows themselves. Number 7. Grave Encounters.
Who are you? How come you're in here?
The crew of a ghost-hunting reality show locks themselves inside an abandoned psychiatric hospital, hoping to capture cheap scares and cheap ratings. But what starts as a gimmick quickly spirals into a waking nightmare as the walls twist, time warps, and something unseen begins stalking them. Directed by the Vicious Brothers, Grave Encounters revitalizes found footage horror with genuine dread, claustrophobic settings, and malevolent spirits that don't just haunt but hunt. The deeper they go, the more reality unravels, blurring the line between documentary and descent into madness. It's a relentless descent into insanity where every hallway leads to the same dead end and every scream echoes from nowhere. Number 6. Dark Skies. In a quiet suburban neighborhood, the Barrett family's peaceful life begins to unravel as unexplained events plague their home. Birds crash into windows, furniture rearranges itself, and their youngest son begins to act different. What starts as classic paranormal activity slowly reveals something far more terrifying. They're being targeted not by spirits, but by something from beyond the stars. Directed by Scott Stewart, Dark Skies crafts a chilling atmosphere where the familiar turns alien and safety becomes an illusion. It's a slow-burn invasion story soaked in dread, where you're never quite sure what's watching or when it'll strike. This isn't about abduction, but it's about selection. Number 5, Lake Mungo.
The reflection basically is Alice on the television. Got back on.
16-year-old Alice Palmer drowns during a family outing, but her death is only the beginning. As her grieving family begins to experience strange occurrences, a chilling truth unravels through video footage, interviews, and confessions that paint a far darker picture of Alice's final days. Directed by Joel Anderson, Lake Mungo is a haunting mockumentary that builds dread through subtlety, realism, and an unbearable sense of loss. The horror seeps in quietly, not with jump scares, but with the eerie suggestion that some secrets follow you even in death. It's not about what you see, but what you miss and the weight of the unseen watching back. Number 4. Pulse. A young woman in Tokyo searches for a missing colleague, only to stumble upon a disturbing website that promises contact with the dead. Meanwhile, others across the city begin encountering ghostly apparitions through their screens, specters of the lonely reaching across the digital void. Directed by Kiyoshi Kurosawa, Pulse is a slow, suffocating descent into isolation, where technology becomes a bridge to the afterlife and the dead want something back. It's a uniquely cerebral horror, laced with existential dread and images that cling to your subconscious like smoke. Number 3. Terrified. In a quiet Buenos Aires neighborhood, strange things begin to unfold. Disembodied voices, levitating corpses, and sinister forces hiding in plain sight. As a group of paranormal investigators attempts to uncover the truth, they find themselves ensnared in a reality where logic dissolves and fear rules. Directed by Demian Rugna, Terrified is a relentless onslaught of pure nightmare fuel, delivering spine-chilling visuals and a suffocating atmosphere from the very first scene. It's not about one ghost, it's about something ancient and malevolent lurking in the cracks between our world and the next. Every scene is designed to unsettle, disorient, and destroy your sense of safety. Number 2. Gonjiam, Haunted Asylum. A group of thrill-seekers live-stream their night inside South Korea's infamous Gonjiam psychiatric hospital, hoping for viral fame. But what begins as staged scares for online views soon warps into genuine terror as the asylum awakens, and it doesn't want them to leave. Directed by Jung Boom-shik, the film masterfully blends found footage panic with bone-chilling atmosphere, turning every corridor into a trap and every shadow into a predator. The tension coils tighter with every step, and the asylum itself becomes a living, breathing entity of pure malevolence. Number 1. Noroi. Renowned paranormal documentarian Masafumi Kobayashi investigates a string of bizarre occurrences: missing children, disturbed neighbors, and a psychic girl's meltdown, all connected by a single ancient word, Kagutaba. As he delves deeper, a chilling curse emerges, binding victims across generations in a horrifying pattern that defies explanation. Directed by Koji Shiraishi, Noroi is an intricate and terrifying tapestry of found footage, blending urban legends with folk horror to create an atmosphere so suffocating it feels cursed itself. The terror doesn't come in bursts, but it creeps, coils, and waits in the corners of every frame, daring you to piece together the truth.